JKS here. Welcome back to Faulty Apprentice, the alpha build of Chapter 1. Let's go to sleep. It's pretty late. Should I go to sleep? Of course, go to sleep. Get off to sleep.
Good morning.
Rise and shine. I know you're working hard to prepare for war and all, but it's a good idea to record your progress once in a while. It might save you one day. Well, that's why I try to save. Alright now. I'll let you get on your way. I did just save right before this, but let's double check. Okay. Okay. Day number 4. I think the demo went to the first week, right? So I wonder if this will go to this week as well. Of course, I'm gonna have to talk with everybody.
You betcha.
Oh, I've heard all kinds of stories about dark elves in the fortress city, Sugar. When I was stationed in the village, travelers would come to the taverns with all kinds of fairy tales. I'll tell you my favorite one. You don't laugh now, you hear? Ever heard the one about the lovers crossing? Okay, good. Still no laughing. I'll try to be serious too. Here it goes.
Betcha.
It was on the edge of Green Meadow where the two elf armies lined up to face each other in battle. One side was light, the other dark. As the emissary from each army met to discuss the terms of the other's surrender, the man and the woman both fell instantly in love. Oh, come on, Sugar, don't give me that face. I warned you about this story being a little corny, so no excuses.
Oh, I don't know
now
about
let me tell
that.
it right, because this part is supposed to be sad. As the light elf woman and the dark elf man met each other's eyes, they knew that the last thing they would want to do is fight each other. However, each being the champion of their country, they knew they could not surrender. Oh boy.
Oh.
As unyielding as their honor, each hero fought and slew many. When the love-struck heroes crossed, neither could bring themselves to land a killing blow. Amidst the fray, the dark elf hero managed to deliver a letter asking the wood elf girl to meet him in secret. That night, they were married under the stars and both vowed to never fight again, thus ending the war with love. Teehee, it gives me tingles every time I think about it. I got so up into that story I forgot. Was this like a legend, or was this actually what ended a elf versus dark elf war? That was a sweet story. I've already heard that one. Only fairy tales. That was a sweet story. You think so too, Sugar? Romantic stories are the best, aren't they? This might sound a little ridiculous, but I have a feeling love might play a part in the battle to come. The bunny guard seems inspired by your conversations with her.
Bye-bye
What would you like?
I suppose I have a moment. A little catfish. That little cat fishes by the stream all the time. I used to scare her off from my favorite fishing spot, but we foxes have a saying. Oh, so she fishes too. I'm assuming not with a pole, but...
Obviously.
Why get mad when you could get even? Now I wait till the moment she catches a fish and then have my shark friend scare her off. She drops the fish and runs off every time. What a scaredy cat, huh? It's so pathetic. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Yeah, but I like her. Smart move. You like that, did you? People are easy to manipulate once you figure them out.
Obviously.
Guys are even easier. Of course, with her... What is that called? Aphrodisiac? Or should I say most guys? There's something different about you, J-Jack.
Bye-bye now.
High tide to
High tide to ye, sailor.
Nay, says I.
Nay, to harpooning or archery, as you land lovers call it. Where be the fun in shooting your prey from long distance?
Aye.
Don't get to feel the moment of impact. Crunch, rip, tear, shred. That's the best part, if you ask me. What's your favorite part about killing? I really... Okay, well... I feel so fake. I'm just telling you what I want, what I think you want me to say.
Yo!
Aye, same goes for me. To be honest, we sharking don't like the sight of blood. Oh, really? Interesting. So we close our eyes at the moment of impact.
Aye.
Feels so good, though. I don't need to see what I'm doing. Just keep chomping. Just keep chomping, right? It'd be a children's song, but good advice if you ask me. Good one.
Yeah.
fires with or against you. Okay, I'm gonna do a job for her. Those who make mistakes on the battlefield seldom live to burn again. Perhaps the god of fire took mercy on Brea for sacrificing herself to flames like she did. Huh. Wonder what that's exactly... how I'm supposed to interpret that.
Yes.
What a glorious moment of fire and bloodshed that must have been. So much burning, so much death. But imagination is often more extravagant than reality. In truth, the goblin blast traps are mere candles to the power we Cinderfolk possess.
Indeed.
The commander has ordered me to reserve my power for the final battle. If you wish, a small taste would be yours. Okay, show me some fire. This is my opportunity to get her happy. The boy wishes to play with flint stones in a room full of blast powder? Oh no, is she gonna be... We shall burn soon, Apprentice. And even this one fear has upset the Mana Stone. The slightest touch to the stone could cause futures even my sight cannot see.
Indeed.
Till the next fire, Apprentice. Okay, it did put her up. Good.
The time for us to burn is
I
coming.
don't think I talked to the,
Hello there.
Hello there, I hope you're having a magical day, Apprentice. Isn't spring weather just wonderful? On really hot days, the archery instructor will summon a gentle breeze to keep everyone cool. I like how, like, there's all these different types of magic.
Wonderful.
If you stand very still and look very close, you could see the wind sprites flying here and there. No need to look confused, Apprentice. Sprites often disguise themselves as hummingbirds or beetles when humans are around, so it can be hard to notice. Speaking of the archery instructor, though, I haven't seen her around the castle after training. I even went to her room and couldn't find her. Where could she be running off to? You've seen her at the Force Edge, you say? Hope she isn't thinking about going inside
I
there.
don't know
Wood elves
about
left
that.
the hidden force long ago. So is Eliana a wood elf, or is there like dark elves, the equivalent of high elves, and then wood elves? Even we unicorns don't know all the secrets within. Eliana's braver than I thought to venture to the Force Edge by herself. Or maybe she's just
Stay
a wood elf.
happy and magical.
The girl appears to be mumbling to herself, but remains intently focused on the chalkboard. That's right. Me! They're the knights who say me!
I don't
No
know.
offense, but the elf is the type of customer that always has to complain about something. There's one in every town. These flower pots don't allow enough drainage. That runestone is misspelled. Why are those pumpkins so... I think this R should be omitted. Why are those pumpkins so lopsided? The 4th and 22nd strings on this harp are out of tune. No matter what quality of stock I have with me, there's always something not up to wood elf standards. Okay, so she is wood elf. It's not like I
don't
make the
know.
items or grow the food, I just sell them. Other elves don't have problems with my stock either, just her. It'd be interesting to chart who likes who and who doesn't like who. Sometimes I think she just wants to give me a hard time. You probably know her better than I do. Does the archery instructor have a
wonder.
problem with me, or is it just the way she does? She is. Why she doesn't like you? Don't. Chirp, chirp, chirp. You sound like you're talking from experience. At least now I know I'm not the only one who feels the wood elf's wrath. See, that's the thing. People, we feel that we're the only one experiencing something. Solidarity
I
or
don't know.
feeling that there's community or someone else has that same experience is helpful. Though sometimes in your eyes, something in your eyes tells me you've been struggling with her longer than I have. You must need a lot of discipline to be able to spend time with Eliana. Next time she gets in my face, I'll remember what you said, Apprentice. From now on, the customer is always right. Yeah.
Thank you. Please come again.
Elgard tilts her head inquisitively as she's waiting for you to say something. Are you getting used to training now? The first time my arm got knocked off during sword training, the other soldiers freaked out. Oh yeah, that's right, she's a doll. I wrote a note explaining I was a doll to Katsubria ahead of time, but I guess she forgot to tell everyone. Some guard with shadowy faces laughed at me for falling apart. Shadowy faces. It was really embarrassing. The sword instructor tried to make me feel better, saying I was lucky to be able to reattach my own limbs if they were cut off. I guess she's right, but I'd rather keep them on. Luckily, I don't have to train anymore. I'd rather stay here where I can draw on secrets. Don't tell anyone though. okay? Don't tell anyone. Okay, specifically. She quickly turns open a fresh page in her scroll pad and begins to scribble. Thanks so much. I'm so happy you understand. This will be a secret between us. I love her emojis.
Very well.
Oh, the commander's gone. Where did she go? Everything in order, Apprentice? I can't talk. Interesting.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah, where did the commander go off to?
Hail!
Hey, Apprentice.
Aye.
Captain Bray is the strongest human I've ever met. It's a mighty shame what happened to her great
Not
sword.
on my watch.
So did she break her great sword and get the injury at the same time? Must have been quite the explosion to break it in half like that. This Bray was the only survivor, no one knows what happened. If the rumors are true, the war's upon us. So I wonder if that explosion mentioned earlier that the... I forget what it was called. I wonder if that's, like, they're all describing the same event. I promise my strength will protect you. And you know, orcs never break a promise.
Aye.
She's giving you one of her speeches, eh? I'm glad she's keeping us all on the top of her game. We orcs have a saying, the harder you train, the softer your enemies.
Good day.
Good day.
Greetings.
The Hidden Forest is a mysterious and wonderful place.
Of course.
Last summer, Durandal's assistant had a picnic with a unicorn guard and me under the tree over there. It was a lovely day, much like today. We took our time setting up the picnic cloth and spreading out the food.
Oh
But
dear.
it wasn't meant to be. Sunny ended up sitting on a bee and getting, oh boy, stung on her bottom. It gave us all quite the laugh. Luckily, the unicorn guard and I know some healing magic, so we were able to remove the stinger fairly easily. She was more embarrassed than anything.
Oh
You think
dear.
so? Oh no, that's not what I meant. No, no. Okay, well, it's what I said. I have to live with it. Oh no.
May your antlers grow strong. Greetings, traveler.
You smell good for a human. You... Gotcha! I've chased that yellow cat. However, we wolfkind have a saying, easy to chase, harder to catch. The bunny guard says she's Durandal's magical girl assistant. I didn't believe her at first, but after tracking her scent, there's definitely something unusual about the yellow cat. She smelled like honey mixed with something else.
By the fang.
Huh. I could tell she's a girl by the way she smells, of course. When I finally catch her, I'll give her a good sniffing for the both of us, okay?
You betcha.
That's right, cats have claws. Something I get so excited I forget things. Ruff. Well, if it isn't Durandal's special boy. What are you babbling about, the yellow cat? That's Durandal's apprentice, or should I say, the current magic instructor.
Probably not.
Current? So does that mean Durandal was the magic instructor before? Don't tell me you haven't properly explored Star's Reach. How do you expect to be the champion of Star's Reach when you act like an outcast? Huh? You should be more aware of your surroundings. Anyway, I just don't understand why Sunny still stays in the Mage Tower.
Right.
I think she should just get out of there while Durandal isn't there. I think she should just get out of there while Durandal isn't here, and order her to clean that poor excuse of a study room. Maybe she likes it, but you think so? I just don't see the appeal of climbing that many stairs. But I should talk to Sunny and maybe I'll reconsider.
Right.
I haven't seen her since Durandal left Star's Reach. I hope she's alright. Boom! Wow.
I'll see you.
5 sheep, 6 sheep, 7. It's no secret, I sleep a lot. Sometimes I wake up to find out
Okay.
cat's curled up on my chest.
I don't know about that.
It kind of hurts when it's eating me with its claws, but the little kid, he is so cute I can't shoo her away. Why would you... What would you do? How painful are we talking about? I couldn't either, they're too cute. Exactly. I envy cats. First guard doesn't
Okay.
yell at cats for sleeping.
See ya.
Okay, are you gonna tell me you can't talk with me?
Around.
Not
Hey, I wish I
sure.
could chat, but oh, okay.
Till next time, Apprentice.
Sending me mixing. Sending me. Whew. Stumbling over that. Sending me mixed signals there.
Oh, Hey.
Oh hey, I didn't see you with all this hair in my eyes.
So lame.
Archery isn't really my thing. You have to keep track of how many arrows you have.
Oh.
Put the arrow on the bow, pull it back on the string, then you have to aim or whatever.
So
Too
lame.
much effort. I wouldn't even be a guard if I didn't need the money. Not to mention that wood elf annoys me a lot. I'm not gonna agree with you. That's gonna lower her.
Oh.
Are you trying to be like the commander or something? If I need advice, I'll ask a dark spirit or the deep pain within my soul.
So lame.
Preaching recycled garbage, normal people just don't understand. Ay, 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 ay. She's gonna have the lowest morale.
Yeah, whatever.
I know, whatever. It's like I'm finally coming to terms that I'm not gonna be able to do anything to help her.
Flying dolphins.
Yeah, don't sneak up on me like that. That's cool. The traveling merchant's going to stay here for the siege. She seriously has the best food in the kingdom. Her vegetable selection
no.
used to be my favorite, but now that my tastes are changing, I feel like I have to learn what my favorite foods are all over again.
Yeah,
Hey, I never
totally.
thought of it that way. Trying new food is fun. Now I have an excuse to try every food I see. Ever thinking about is making me hungry for seafood.
See you around.
Exciting,
Wood elf certainly falls under the rare and exotic specimens category. Imagine that we could learn from dissecting from such a
Not
creature.
quite.
Being that elves are immortal, getting your hands on a cadaver may be a little tricky, of course. So does that mean you're half immortal? I wonder. Not to mention that the majority of elves see autopsies as desecrating the dead. When you compare the data of human scientific progress against the progress of elven magic, well, you're humans, are you not? You've seen how far our race has come over the past age.
Exciting.
Wait, they're talking to each other, aren't they? Can you imagine what advancements could be made if the elves adopted science and reason over magic and tradition? What a wonderful world that would be. Sorry to burst into your stupidity balloon, but that's never gonna happen. Wood elves are much too sentimental.
Oh, shut up.
A girl can dream, can't she? You never know, people can change. Perhaps the wood elves will.
We could use a little help here.
Back me up, Apprentice. You have spent time with the archery instructor, Eliana, correct? If she has an example of the wood elf culture, would they be open to new ideas? It would take time.
Correct.
You see, the Apprentice agrees it's perfectly acceptable to assemble various portions of necrotized organisms in a construct. Well, I don't know about that. Thanks, Apprentice. Oh, you won. The alchemist seems very inspired by your conversations with her.
Our doors always open.
Okay. I don't think there's anybody here, and there won't be, but, you know, always check. Okay, so I've talked to everybody. Time to do our actions for the day. I thought I told you to keep me waiting. Whatever, I guess this is, like, early for you. So what, you ready to start training?
Probably not.
I was going easy on you before with those basic commands. From now on, we're going to be using, like, code sequences. Remember how I
Probably
told you to
not.
shoot specific targets? Well, in real battle, if I call out the target sequence, the enemy would hear and adapt. That's why
Probably
today
not.
we'll be moving on to reverse commands. So that means we'll need to shoot in backwards order. Could you imagine, like, all the guards having to learn this? Oh, and since you're Durndal's special boy, let's skip double reverse commands and might move right into triplets. So when I say shoot left, right, up, you shoot up, right, left. Okay, so maybe this is good for me to be, like, reading it. Because I'm going to have to take a minute.
Target sequence? Up, left, down.
Down, right, up. Down, right, up.
Target sequence?
Oh, what?
Down, left, up.
Oh, that was so confusing. That was so confusing. So she gave me the reverse command, but the text told me the answer rather than repeating what she said. Oh, wow. I got thrown for a loop there. Was that supposed to be that way? Oh, man. Don't get too comfortable. Wait till you hear the next three set of reverse orders. Oh, that
Target
confused me.
sequence? Left, up, down.
There has to be a way to leave this. Oh, I did not save, which means I'm gonna have to talk with all those people again. Oh no, I'm gonna lose so much time. I wish there was a way to back out. Yeah, reverse order mix-up. Yeah. So that's the known bug, which means I'm stuck, not realizing that there's this messed up thing. Okay, so when it says down, so down and left are reversed. Okay, wow.
Try not to screw up.
At least it was consistent. This time try to remember these three. Oh, no, 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 no.
Target sequence. Right, down.
Right down. So down, right. Woo! I'm figuring out the system that never. Instead of the usual tantrum, the instructor forced me to call him. I worked hard for that. You should be impressed. Oh man.
I mean,
Acceptable. Your performance is acceptable. We will continue with reverse commands on your next training session. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more of these. These are going to be annoying. Until they fix it, of course. Intent on not acknowledging her verbal slip-ups, Eliana scampers to help the next soldier.
I'll see you.
Boy. Yeah, I'll see you too. Whew.
All right.
I was wondering if you were going to be in training today. I'm free right now if you want to go a couple rounds. Training with the sword instructor will increase your strength. Sure. Oh, if you would say that. Why don't we skip the warm-up and go right into combat 7 hits. Okay, that means from here on out, I'll be doing job instead of instructor. Or I'll try out the magic instructor, maybe. Great job, Apprentice. Combos are fun, huh? You could do a combo of 7 with only small
Sword up.
You can see that wood coming off the right. Huh.
All right.
I can't seem to phase your sword skills now, can I? This one has to try hitting a combo of 10
Sword
small
up.
logs. Hey-ya! Oh! Log? I wasn't being exuberant. Oh, counted? That was weird.
All right.
That was a fantastic performance. Was it just 10 logs or 10 in a row? Huh. We should call it a day. I see some of the other soldiers need my attention. If you're not busy tomorrow, though, you know where to find me. Keep the pointy side up, Apprentice. Sword up.
Till next time, Apprentice.
Okay. Who could I do jobs with that I have not yet? Does the Cinder Guard have something? A job? Uh-huh.
Indeed.
You wish to make a pact with me, human? Oh boy. The guard's eyes pierce like invisible lances. I see there's some potential strength within you. We who wield the flame must discharge or risk combustion. I dare not risk the safety of the Mana Stone, but there might be a way. A normal human wouldn't survive, but since you're the great Durandal's apprentice, you should have nothing to fear, correct? Everyone is saying Durandal is a famous wizard. But the guy I met really looked like a homeless person. Question, is he a hobo or is he not, right? Am I willing to put my life on the line to help that? You are sounding very, traitory, like. I need to boost your morale. Unfortunately, I don't have high morale with you. Accepting this job will raise your courage, yes. Cinderguard locks fingers with you. Pinky promise! And begins to stare with her unblinking eyes. And let us burn. Cinder eyes glow blindly, and your vision falls onto what you can only imagine is hell. Pain upon burning pain is flaring up from the ground as you are standing upon jets of lava! Screaming at the top of your lungs, all you hear back is a rushing torment of flame. Amidst the fire, you are horror-stricken to see the face of a sleeping giant. There's giants in this world? Yes. Horns, skeletal and demonic, this creature looks like a primeval ancestor of the Cinder Guard. Just as you notice his face, the most terrifying eye you can imagine slowly opens to gaze upon you.
Indeed.
Breathe, human. Breathe. Come back to reality and quickly begin patting yourself down to assess the burning damage. Huh? Is that all imaginary?
Indeed.
Inception. Look at her smile. She knew that she cobbed me. We went down to limbo. The first a fire is with you, Apprentice, for you have survived. This one is impressed. The boy did not die.
The time for us to burn is coming.
Time for us to burn.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Of course.
There have been a lot of little creatures wandering around the forest edge lately. Have you seen them? I think they're adorable. I couldn't help but give them some of my food rations. You see the fawn guard look at her lunch bag.
Of course.
The problem is I ended up giving them all my food rations today, so I'm left with nothing. Apprentice, do you think you could help me? I'm not gonna steal food. Accepting this job will raise your discipline. Excellent, let's get to work. Do you see that apple tree over there?
Of course.
Okay, so there's rations, but yet because she's on the edge of the forest, she has access. I can give those to the critters instead of my food rations. But since I have to stay in guard here, I need you to get up there and help me pick them. Here's a basket. Make sure to get as much as you can. Having worked as a berry picker for a berry farm, you've learned the basics of picking fruit. Am I a Jerry Stew? Like, I'm not good at it, but I've known everything, right? It's not a Jerry Stew, but... Even though you got fired for eating the berries, you feel that with this will be an easy task. Only this time the apples are way up there in the tree. What could go wrong? This is a piece of cake. I'll get her the biggest apples of them all. Just got to reach a little farther. A little farther. Ah! Ouch! Ouch, you've fallen down and crushed all the apples. It appears apples have been mashed into a pulp of some sort. Applesauce! She scoops up a bit with her fingers and dabs it on her tongue. Delicious! I shall bring some to the cook. I want to meet the cook. She needs to try this. You're quite a serendipitous fellow, aren't you, Apprentice? From now on, I will report to my post early so I can gather extra food for my animal friends.
Of course.
Here, this apple didn't get crushed. You've earned it. Hee hee. You received a fresh apple. As the fawn guard hands you an apple, she leans in and gives you a kiss on the cheek before returning to her post. Thank you again,
May your
Apprentice.
antlers grow strong.
And tall. Well, it's been another day. I'm glad I got through that. Before I forget, let me save this game. Whew. I got through the buggy archery trick. Yeah, and I did check. So yeah, it's a known bug. They'll fix it. I'm glad I didn't have to go through and read everything. So, well, bros, until the next one. Peace.